Hello, I'm Dennis.
I'm Andrew.
And we are the Crafty Lumberjacks. We're so excited to be here for Plaid today, trying out their new product, Mod Podge Ultra.
Oh my gosh, I am so excited about this.
Yes.
This is a spray.
Yes, It's a new spray-on all-in-one formula of Mod Podge. It comes in matte and glossy. You spray, delay, walk away. You can use it for any surface, wood, fabric, all the things.
The great thing about this is it doesn't leave any streaks. You know, sometimes when you're using Mod Podge, it leaves just like a little brush stroke. Not with this stuff.
Since we live in a one-bedroom apartment in Astoria, Queens,
with bad lighting,
very bad lighting, it is very difficult for us to keep any plant alive.
This is proof right here. Yes. So today we're actually going to be making a snake plant out of felt.
Yes.
I'm so excited.
Let's get started. For our purposes today, we are only going to use the matte Mod Podge. That's with the gold label. And we're going to get to hold on to this one for another project.
Ooh. So if you know a snake plant, you know that the leaves are really skinny and stiff. We're going to mimic that using the Mod Podge Ultra to really stiffen our felt. So what we're doing now is we're cutting out all our leaves. Look at that flimsy leaf.
Flimsy now, stiff tomorrow. Oh.
Now this is the shape of the leaves we're doing. You don't have to make them perfect. Actually, I think the less perfect they look, the more real it's gonna look.
And we're gonna cut all different sizes of our leaves here because we want some tall, some small.
Like 13 to 16? That might be a lot, but when you do see a snake plant, they're really packed in there.
If we have extra, we can give them as a gift.
Yes.
You get a snake plant, you get a snake plant, you get a snake plant!
That's a good joke.
Real original here. We have our pieces cut.
We're gonna lay them on parchment paper and start spraying. Because this is super adhesive, parchment paper works great, a silicone mat works really well too.
They recommend before starting to shake it for about 15 full seconds. You want to give it a shake with the cap on. Oh, yeah. And because it's a water-based solution, it is non-toxic to humans and animals, which is good because we have our precious little baby. He's watching behind the camera there on the couch.
And he likes to bite everything.
Yes, he eats everything. And now we're just gonna start to spray.
Now you want to spray with even coats.
And also it's self-leveling, so it doesn't puddle.
Now this process is going to take a few coats. We're actually going to do 2 coats on each side. So what we're going to do is we're going to spray this, let it dry, flip it over, spray that, let it dry, and then do that whole process again.
Once you're finished, they do recommend taking a little alcohol swab or like a rag or something and just wiping the tip. We have these little alcohol pads that we use for our cell phones every time we go out in the city.
New York is dirty.
Yeah, the subway.
Yeah.
Sometimes people.
And this is just so the next time you spray, it really has an even spray.
Dirty spray, clean it up. All right, our leaves are drying.
And of course, they're gonna need a home, so we're gonna actually plant our plant in this terracotta pot, but we want to decorate it a little more. We want to add a little pizzazz.
Yeah.
And the great thing about Ultra is you don't only have to use it in the spray form, you can use it in the liquid form. You can actually use it for marbling. You know, after it's soaked, we're just gonna squeeze out any extra. But do you see how coated that is? And the great thing about Ultra is you can shift as you go, and it's not a problem at all. So you get to work with it before it hardens. Now there is a little bit of splotchiness as you can see, but we're not too worried because it's gonna dry pretty clear. And if it is a little splotchy, we're just gonna give it a spray coat at the end and it'll keep everything uniform. It's been about 10 minutes and I can already feel it start to stiffen, but it's still malleable. I love this. So we're gonna go let it dry.
All right, these are all dry. They're already feeling very stiff.
So we're just gonna flip them over and give them another even coat of the spray of the Ultra.
Shake, shake, shake. Shake, shake, shake. Shake your Ultra. Shake your Ultra. The cat hated that. They're all dry.
Oh my gosh, they're super stiff.
Yeah, super durable. It's like we're in the Lion King.
Hire us. All right, for our snake plant detail, we're gonna be using Folk Art multi-surface paint. We're gonna be using green, sea, and pale yellow.
Ooh.
I think a flat brush is best for this, and a little paint goes a long way. We're just gonna add some lines, some horizontal lines going back and forth that mimic the stripes on a snake plant, and make them really random. Again, we don't wanna make it too heavy. We don't want the focus to be the paint. We just want it to be an added detail. Already, if you've ever tried to paint on felt, it's really hard because it starts to pill Already you can tell the difference with the Ultra on top of this. It's really easy to paint on. I really like the texture it's giving. So we're just painting it right along the edge. We're not too worried if it spills over. In fact, if it does, I think that's gonna look really nice. And I'm even gonna use my finger just to smooth it out a little bit.
All right. Whew. All our leaves are finally painted.
They look really
It looks
great.
really good. I'm impressed.
I am too.
We did
Great
good.
job.
Now we're going to start to actually build our snake plant. We have our pot, we have our leaves. We're going to use a piece of cardboard for the top here, and then I'm just going to trim down as needed until the piece of cardboard fits right in. Now what we're going to do is cut little slits in our cardboard piece here and create little bouquets.
Yeah, the way we're gonna do that is we're just layering our leaves. So we put the tallest in the middle, and then we surrounded them by smaller ones on both sides. And now we're just gonna pinch the bottom, fold it right in, and start to pull it through the back. And it's a little tight, but that's good. I really want it to just be really tight so it stands up on its own pretty much. You really want to take the time to arrange the leaves how you want them before you stick them in, because then it's just going to be too hard. Okay. All right, I'm going to push it down. And now I'm just going to add a little bit of hot glue right around the edge.
Oh my gosh,
Wow.
It looks so cute.
I can't believe it.
We're gonna finish it off by adding a little bit of sand on the top there so you don't see the cardboard. And then we're gonna spray the whole thing with the Mod Podge Ultra because that will give it a nice cohesive look, and it will also keep all our sand in place.
We're gonna let this dry overnight and check on it in the morning.
Can't wait. I'm in love with it.
The hardest part is the waiting.
Good morning! Even though we are in the same clothing, it has been 24 hours.
Yes, we let this set overnight. I think that was the hardest part about this project was the waiting, just because I wanted to touch it.
Yes, he's worse than the cat.
I am.
But it's all because of the Mod Podge Ultra. And our sand is completely hard.
That's so crazy.
And the coolest part is that it is completely scratch and water resistant, which is perfect because our cat is always trying to get up in our plants and all up in our crafts and our grill.
Yes. If we've sparked any inspiration on how you would use Mod Podge Ultra, let us know in a comment below. We would love to know.
See you soon.
Bye.
Bye. Shake, shake, shake. Shake, shake, shake. Shake your ultra. Shake your ultra. Bam, bam.